I won't do anything, alright? I don't know how I'm gonna say anything to Drake because he's gonna ask what the fuck happened, and you know him.
All right, look, before I take you in, because once they take you, they're going to separate us, all right? And we need to have a story as to what happened, all right? Um,
Oh,
look,
jeez.
where's your car right now?
It's at the station. In the back
All right, look, I
garage.
need your key. Okay, I need your keys, and I'm really sorry. I need to wreck your car.
Uh, mm, my keys are
I need to
in
make
my
it look like a car
locker.
accident.
My keys are in the locker. I'll just text you my locker number or code, whatever. I just at this
Okay,
point.
I need to make it look like a car accident, all right? I need to make it look like you got into a car accident, and that's why we brought you to the hospital, and I found you myself, and I brought you there, okay?
All right, all right. You are going to
That's
tell
what you're
me
gonna tell the cops.
what's going on though. Like you have to. I don't.
Yes, I will, but you just please, you need to just follow my lead on this and not say anything to anyone, all right?
Will do, boss
Please.
man.
Because if you don't, you're going to die. It's not even about me. It's about you, and I need you to be safe, all right?
Yeah, just can I just get in? I really need some fucking morphine right now.
All right, look, I'm gonna carry you, okay?
Yeah, that would be nice. I can't walk. I know I can't walk.
Hey, security, let them know I'm bringing someone in, please.
Ah, jeez. So she's been burned, stabbed. Like, how are you? How?
All right, here, just come with me. I got you.
Aw,
Hey, I need a doctor, please.
some strong fireman arms. Woo! Okay, Drake, please don't kill me.
All right, look, I'm gonna put you down in this bed over here, okay?
All right.
All right, look,
Oh,
everything's gonna be okay, all right? Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay, I promise.
I totally got this. I got this, guys.
All right, I'm gonna get you a doctor. I'm gonna go get your car. All right, just text me. Just please text me the number of your locker, okay?
My phone's in your car. It's just. Can you remember it?
Like my life depended on it and yours.
It's gonna be 37, 5, 10.
All right, 37, 5, 10. All right, I got it.
Oh,
Look,
he's
I'll
got it.
I'll come back, okay? I just rest, okay?
Yeah, yeah, I will do that.
All right, I'm going before the doctors ask me any questions.
All right. Oh, there he is. Hope he sees me. Yeah, I think he sees me.
All right.
uh, yeah, yeah.
All right. What happened? Just a little traffic accident?
Uh, yeah, this car just pulled out in front of me, and I swerved to get out of the way, and obviously that didn't go very well.
Okay. Well, I'm here as a boyfriend and supporter, but I'm also here on police business. Do you remember what the car looked like by chance?
Oh, it was just some. I don't. What do they call him? It was like a lowrider of some sort with two doors. It was very rusty and
Okay.
old, so.
Okay. How did you see who was in it? Who was driving it?
No, it was some old man, I think. He probably didn't even fucking see me. I don't know, but he drove off after.
Okay. Um, were they swerving around prior? Did you see them prior to the accident, or just until they were, in front of you
He,
or behind you or whatever?
he, like, just suddenly swerved my way. I don't know if he was maybe looking, maybe the phone fell down on the ground and he's trying to grab it, but it was suddenly right as he got close up to me.
Okay. So what's broken? Just your hand? Or
My knee is shattered a bit, and yeah, my hand is broken.
okay. What do they have you on? Just morphine right now, or?
Yeah, it's gonna take. I might take a little bit of therapy for my knee because it's completely shattered right now, so I can't really walk on it.
All right. Well, at least you'll be out of action for a little bit.
I feel bad lying to him. That's not something I wanted to do, but
No.
I mean, I like my job just like you like yours, so it's gonna. I hate sitting around.
Well, don't try to walk, because it's only gonna make things worse.
Yeah, I know.
Everything else feeling fine? No other pains, just the knee and hand.
Yeah,
Some neck pain, maybe.
no, it's just the hand and the knee.
All
She's
right.
obviously lying
Well,
about the chest, the
you're just
burns.
getting off shift or on shift?
I was getting
I
off. I was just getting off shift. I was heading home.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. That Prius seems to be a curse or something because I'm always getting. I'm always getting to wrecks with it because of the locals. How's your day going?
Okay. Well, I got on scene and
You're probably surprised to see my car, eh?
yeah, a little bit, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he took me to the hospital because he just wanted me there quickly, and he knew he could do it with his vehicle, so.
Yeah. He's a weird guy, though.
Yeah, you have no idea.
He should.
No idea. I
Well,
think.
the only thing I couldn't make any sense of was there weren't any skid marks on the road leading up to the crash. So like,
I don't know, maybe good
did you hit the
tires?
brakes at all, or?
I mean, I try to, is.
Okay. All right. Well, I know they're grabbing CCTV of it, so we'll probably be able to get a better view and hopefully his plate.
Yeah. She's obviously
Sure
feeling a
you're
little
okay?
down.
Need anything? Need water, food, a hug?
I'll take the hug. Oh.
Okay. Deal.
Aw, hugs always solve a lot of things. Aw.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go out and try to find this guy and then shoot him in the head. Okay?
Uh,
Cool.
I don't think you should do that, but yeah, you could go find
I
him.
don't think so either, but we'll find him.
Yeah, you should get
Okay.
back to your position or whatever they call it, your post.
We don't really have that. Yeah, and if we do have one, my excuse to stay at Pillbox is because of you, but
I'll be
or
fine.
not at Pillbox. We're at Pillbox now.
Yeah, this is
Station 7,
Pillbox.
whatever it is.
Pillbox. Oh, you mean at Station 7? Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should head back.
Okay.
They'll probably need you.
Okay. Well, if you need anything, just text me and I'll do my best to get you whatever, alright?
Alright, thank you.
Get some rest and take as many drugs as you can.
Yeah, I'm trying
Save
to.
some for later too.
Alright. See you later.
See ya.
I'm sorry, Glenn. I trust you, but they find me wherever I go. They follow us. I need to protect myself. I want to protect you. And I'm so sorry. I think it's time to go. Campbell is still injured. She still has a very busted knee. She can walk, but it's not without pain. It's not without a limp. Her hand, she can only do so much. She can't even do her full job properly, so she has to be on light duty. But I think she's decided something very important, something that is needed, and something that has been long overdue. So she's gonna set out in her vehicle that finally came back after the car crash and head out somewhere important. Alright, we are almost there, and if for those who haven't noticed, she does have her GPS set to something that is probably potentially going to get her into some big trouble. Hopefully there's some cops there. We will see here in a moment. Alright, well, Campbell just glances around to see if anyone's here, but he doesn't see anyone. There we go. Alright. Man, whew, I know what you guys are thinking, and honestly, my heart is beating. My heart is definitely beating. Oh, we got a cop coming up here. Who is it? Oh, I know that walk. That has to be Stark. His walk is so obvious. It's very statuesque, I guess, is a good way to describe it.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey there. Do you guys have a supervisor here or anything?
Yeah, I'm the chief of police, Chief Stark. How can I help you, ma'am?
Chief Stark. Yeah, I think we've worked together on a few scenes to get, in regards to fire.
Mm-hmm.
I
You're a
just,
firefighter? You
yeah,
look familiar.
I'm firefighter Campbell.
Okay, that sounds familiar. I think I remember you on a couple scenes, actually. A couple officer downs and structure fires. How can I help you, Miss Campbell?
I did want to report my concealed weapon stolen.
Oh, okay. Here, just step with me back over here into this office.
Yeah. Are you alone in here or?
Yeah. All my officers are out patrolling right now.
Alright. Do you mind if
You
I
know
take?
who's? Say again?
Do you mind if I just take my jacket off here?
No, go ahead. Do you know who might have taken your firearm?
Yeah. I'll explain. Give me just a sec.
All right.
Yeah. I think Drake has told me a lot about you. He's fairly new to the team, but and I don't know if you guys got word of the car crash that might have happened with me.
Yeah, I was actually one of the responders to that accident. My radio's going off. Give me 1 second. All right, yeah, they were just trying to advise that the bell was going off here. It's set to us. Go ahead, ma'am.
So she just grabs the top of her shirt.
What happened to your chest?
That's what I was going to explain. I did not get into a car crash. It was completely something else. So she grabs the top of her shirt on
What
her
do you
neck
mean,
and
it
pulls it
was
down to
something
reveal a
else?
large burn mark along with a capulot.
I mean, I rolled up on scene and the assistant chief said that he took you to Pillbox because he saw you there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm afraid shitless to say this, but earlier that day, we ran into a few folks who took us at gunpoint, and I honestly should not be here. They warned me. They warned Glenn that I'm not supposed to be here to say to call 911 to talk to them about it, and I'm afraid because just yesterday I was on duty and they were watching me, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
All right. Just relax. You're here. You're in a safe place. Where's the assistant chief now? Do you know where he's at?
I have no clue. He's probably home. I'm not on duty today, so I wouldn't know.
Okay. All right. Do you know who these people are?
I have no clue. I think they call themselves like psychos or something, and goddamn, they are psychos. They're sadistic and yeah.
Is it like a group of people, or I'm unfamiliar with the name.
Yeah. Basically, at the time they took us, they had 5 to the location, 5 people at the location that we were taken to, and I don't know if it's any bigger. I have no clue.
Okay. Do you need medical attention?
No, I'm on it.
Did you actually go to the hospital?
Yes, I had my injuries
Okay.
tended to. I've healed it off for a few weeks. I still have a busted knee. I can't really walk. I'm on light duty, but I'm at this point, after seeing whoever that was across the street last night on duty, I don't know if I want to go back on shift.
Okay. Oh goodness. Can I have your identification real quick? Let's start with that. Let's just start with your ID, and we'll get some statements. I'll get an investigator in here, and we'll try and do this as hush as possible because I do know that you could be at risk. Then again, me putting you in any kind of protective custody, if I were to do that, you and the assistant chief, obviously they would see it. You said they threatened they were going to be watching and paying
Uh,
attention to what you guys were doing.
yeah, they basically just said if we call 911, if they know that the 911 is on their ass or whatever, that they would only go after me for some reason. I wasn't even supposed to be there whenever that happened. I was just collateral. But let me go grab my ID
Just you.
from
They didn't threaten.
they.
Well, let me.
Hold on. Let me grab my ID and I'll explain what had happened.
Oh, it's just in your jacket.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right. There you go. My full name is Katarina Campbell.
All right. Could you spell that for me?
Yeah, it's gonna be Katerina. Campbell is gonna be Campbell.
Okay,
Man,
Miss
she's
Campbell,
shaking.
you already reported your pistol stolen.
I did. I just didn't know if it went through because it was online. Sometimes it
Yeah.
takes a bit to process. I
Yeah.
did it just last night because I forgot that they had taken it away from me. I didn't even get a chance to pull it out when they came rolling up on us.
Okay. Can you think of any other additional information,
Well,
like what they were driving, what they were wearing?
let me just sit down here.
Yeah, just take a seat. You need a water?
I would like some, yes.
Okay. All right. Do you mind if I get an investigator down here as well?
Yeah, whatever you feel is best.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll be right back.
Oh, poor Campbell. She's really afraid. Like generally, she's very hard ass and strong, but the fact that the group had last night literally gone on their word and said that they were gonna watch and did it while she was on shift, that is scary. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Um. Anyways, I was. God damn it. I'm gonna tell you this. They threatened to kill me specifically if anyone went to the 911. All right.
Okay. All right. Let's not talk about everything they said right now. I really know you need to spew it out and everything like that, but I don't want you to have to repeat yourself twice. Because my investigator's coming, and I also have another patrol supervisor on his way here, just so we can all take notes on this and make sure that we get everything down. I really don't want you to have to repeat yourself.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
what I will ask you is a couple of things: is do you know anyone that would want to hurt you for any reason? Are you involved in any court cases, child custody cases?
No, no.
Anything with money?
No, whatever this
Okay.
group was, they were after Glenn for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I was just there on accident, and I just happened to be unlucky about it.
Okay. All right. Do you know any reason why they would be after the assistant chief?
I don't know. At the time of the event, that wherever they took us, I don't know where. They separated us at one point. So I assume whatever had happened or whatever they talked to him about it happened then. Obviously, this is putting both her
Okay.
and Glenn at risk, but
All right. I'm gonna send an officer over to the assistant chief's house and see if he's home. See if we can grab him and bring him here.
all right.
Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want them in case they have surveillance on his house. I don't want them to see that. Do you have his phone number? Could you send him a text message?
Yeah, let me see if I don't know if he'll respond, but give me a sec.
Okay. I would just like to have both of you here. Is there anyone else that could be involved? Was it just you and the assistant chief, or was anyone else there?
No one else was there. They were after Glenn, and they took me just because I happened to be there.
Hey, you can come on in, Thompson. I just need you to get a couple statement sheets. Need you to get a recording device and get your notes ready. Okay.
All right.
Alright, so she just texted Glenn saying, "I'm sorry, I'm at the PD. They were watching me. I'm scared. They wanted me to text you. Are you out of county today, or can you maybe come by?" Alright, I texted him.
Street. Okay, I'll just wait for that one more officer to get here. Just you're welcome to take a seat and relax, sip on the water. Anything else? You hungry?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. All right, just stand by for me, okay?
That's fine.
See if he can come down here.
All
She
right.
hasn't let me know anything yet, but those two were taken at gunpoint by a group called the Psychos or something like that. Do not know why. She doesn't know why, but I just need you to get every piece of information you possibly can. Times, locations, vehicles, the looks of them, everything. Weapons they had in
Alright,
their
will do.
hands. I want to know if they had their fucking nails painted.
Okay.
Oh
All
my
right, Staff
god.
Sergeant. So,
Oh my god. I don't know who this guy is, but Campbell doesn't know it.
Alrighty. Would you like a cup of water or anything? Coffee?
I've got a cup right here. Thank you.
Alright. Alright, let me just get everything ready. Alright, just a fast brief before everything. This conversation is gonna be recorded, okay?
Okay, is there any chance that it might slip out of here? Cause
Yeah, it's alright. We're not gonna kind of get your name into it and everything. It's just for
okay, well,
purposes that we
if-
have everything.
I have no clue what that gang can do. I have the fact that they had 5 people ready for us at that place just makes me think that they can do other things, and I can't even imagine what would happen if they raided this place and found that.
Alright, well, we're gonna speak about this, alright? And, if the worst was the worst, we can possibly go ahead and, place you into our witness protection program in the worst case scenario, okay?
Okay,
I'm
well,
just gonna have to go ahead and record this conversation. It's just for
yeah,
your
this-
and for my safety
do
as
what
well
you
and
need
everything,
to.
alright?
I just
Okay. No worry, ma'am. Everything's gonna be alright.
Officer Thompson, do we have a case open on anything that sounds like what was it, the Psychos?
yeah, the psychos.
I'm pretty sure.
Do we have anything open on
If you can I log onto your computer and check it? I'm pretty sure there's
Yeah,
something
go ahead.
along the lines. Alright.
Okay. While you check that, I'll interview you, Miss Campbell. So, let's start from the very, very beginning. That's all right. Could you also write this down just in case I miss anything? I'm a pretty slow writer. All right, let's start from the very beginning. You said they took you at gunpoint. At what point did they take you? Where was the location, the time of day, the date, and what were they driving?
Oh God, it was
If you don't remember, that's yeah. If you don't remember, that's fine. Just any information you can give us would be very beneficial.
all right. I mean, it was a few weeks ago now. I was getting off shift, I think midday, and my chief, he what is it? He texted me asking if I could pick him up since he had also been in the hospital for some, a kidnapping, actually, a failed kidnapping. And I picked him up, and he took the keys, he drove it because it was his truck, and then suddenly we get, I don't know, like we just get hit in the back. It was very minor, and we were about to head out of the vehicle to give him the insurance info or whatever, but they had pointed guns at us. It was 2 people at that time. I remember one of them had a big wolf mask on, and she was called Wolf or something. She was weird. I don't know. She was foreign. And the other, what was the other woman's name? She had like black hair, but she had I guess a bandana over her head and her mouth, so I couldn't exactly see her face. But they,
Okay.
we had to comply. We got into the vehicles, and they drove us somewhere into the oil fields. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. If we went there, I would know, but I would prefer not to go back there.
Yeah, understandable. Staff Sergeant, you're clear to go to that if you feel as though they need it. Sorry, we have something going on our earpiece. Okay. All right. What happened after you arrived at the oil fields?
They were just talking. They were talking gibberish, but we were split up for the first part of it for a sec, and some lady with red hair, I think. I don't know. She didn't have any masks. She didn't have any bandanas over her face, but she had red short hair, and that's about all that I honestly can remember.
Like the assistant chief's red, or
It was
almost like a brown?
It was brighter than his red. And
almost like a clown type red?
Yeah, I guess that would be a good way to explain it. And it was short hair, but the front end was like sticking up a bit, I think.
You wouldn't happen to have caught any names or call signs they would have went by? Would you have?
I know that
did they try to...
Yeah, their boss, I think, was named Jinx or whoever was the main woman without a mask. Her name was Jinx. And then the one with the wolf mask was Wolf. And... God damn, what was the other woman's name? I don't remember the other woman's name, but there were also 2 people up on the roof that I noticed. They never got close to us, though. They were all women, though. I can tell you that.
One of those nicknames sounds familiar to me. I believe Corporal Adams has something on that, Chief.
Okay, we'll have to dig in the files with that.
Interesting.
So, what happened after you got there? You said they were talking gibberish.
Yeah, they were talking to Glenn, and then I got pushed right on my knees in front of Glenn, and they had a bunch of tools. Just the first thing they did was burn Glenn on the knee, and I don't.
All right, you don't have to relive that. That's fine. I see where that's going. I'm assuming that's how you got your injuries.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Take
your time. So, after that had taken place, about how long did that last?
Maybe like 30, 40 minutes until they were done with us. At one point, midway, they split both me and him up, and that's where I don't know what happened to him, but once we got back together, they eventually let us go on the threat that if we had called 911, if they know that 911 is after them, and it was because of either me or him, that they would go after me, and that we would be always watched.
Okay, and at what point did they stop doing those horrible things to you? Did they ask you questions while they were doing it? Were they trying to get information out of you?
They weren't asking any questions from me. They were trying to ask some sort of questions from Glenn, and they used me as the way to get him to speak.
Okay. All right. Well, did he ever text you back? Because we really need to speak with him
Yes,
now.
he said he's unfortunately out of the county until Friday.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So after all this happened, all right. After they were done asking him questions, you said you two met back up.
Well,
They brought him back to you.
yeah, they brought him back to me. I don't know where they went. Um, they released. Well, they wandered off. I remember some innocent bystander who had been going to work or something. They shot and dragged him out of the truck. Um, but once they were done with everything, they just left us, and we were free to go.
They left you at the oil field.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And from that point, about what time was that at? Was it noon, morning, night?
Yeah, it happened throughout the night, and I think it was maybe morning that we finally were able to be let go.
Okay. And
Or evening? I don't
how did
remember.
they leave? What were they driving?
They drove like a four-door sedan of some sort. It was gray. I remember that it was gray or silver. I don't even know the damn difference. And that's about all. I mean, I assume they had another car if they had 5 people with them, but I didn't see that.
You didn't happen to catch any part of the license plate or anything like that, did you?
No, at that point, I couldn't even honestly open my eyes because
Okay. And how many of them were there?
5.
All right, and you said so. We have Jinx, Wolf. Did you hear any other aliases or names?
No, it was just the Jinx and Wolf, and I don't know who the other woman was.
All right, you said that gentleman that they stole a vehicle from, or was it a man, a woman?
Well, during the let's just put it straightforward. During their interrogation, someone was bypassing them, maybe going to work in the oil fields, and they pulled him over and just shot him. It probably was a local, but
Okay. All right. All right. After this had taken place and they let you go, and they left, what did you do then?
Glenn had unfortunately had to pick me up, and he dropped me in. They left us his truck, but he put me in his truck, and he just rushed me to the hospital immediately.
So hold on now. So he had his truck the entire time.
Yeah, they took both his car and whatever car they had come in when they smashed us. I probably should have been more clear on that.
Okay. Where did they snatch you at? I'm sorry if you have to
It
repeat some of these answers. I just need to make sure I get all this.
No, that's fine. I had taken a right on Crusade, and that's on the street. I had picked up Glenn, and then he took an immediate right after that hospital, which I think was maybe Capitol Boulevard. Yeah, it is.
Okay, and then so were you guys in separate vehicles, or were you guys riding together in his truck?
Yeah, man, my head is just fuzzy. They did separate us. They had Glenn drive his own truck, and I was in the passenger side in the sedan that they had hit us in.
Before they came into contact with you, were you with the assistant chief, or were you not with him?
Yes, I was. I picked him up and gave him his keys, and we were driving back to the fire station.
In his truck, you picked him up in his
yes.
truck.
He'd let me borrow the truck for some furniture moving, so that's why I had it.
And is that a government-owned vehicle, or is that his personal vehicle?
It's a personal. Well, I think it's government-owned, but it's his take-home vehicle. I don't know in regards to that.
Okay, we'll have to grab that vehicle. What kind of vehicle is it?
It was just a four-door truck, pickup truck. I don't know. I'm not very good with cars, so I don't know what to say.
I think I remember it on the scene, Staff Sergeant. Was it a Silverado or was it F-150? I think it was a Silverado.
I can't
the one that
remember.
had code lights in it. The one that had code lights in it on the accident. I think it was almost like a grayish, greenish, or maybe blue. I can't remember. It was a neutral color.
It was like a blue
I have
silver.
an easy fix to that. I can go ahead and run it through the database. If it's government owned, it's gonna be on the list there.
Okay. All right. And all right. So after you said they ran into you guys.
Yeah, they did. They bumped us in the back. They just had a small MVA with us. I assume that's how they used it to get us to stop.
Okay. And then they came up at the windows with their weapons pointed.
Yes. And at that point, we couldn't do anything.
Okay. Um. After it was over, and they had left, you said he picked you up. What
Yeah,
happened after that?
he dropped me in his vehicle and he just flew all the way down to the hospital.
Okay, so they left his truck there for both of you.
Yeah, they left the truck there for us to take from that point. Jeez. Whew.
Cesar, do you have any questions for?
I feel bad
No,
about.
I think I got everything. I don't think the truck was a Ford.
No, I think it
you
was
were
a
right. I
Silverado.
think it was a
I'm almost
Chevy.
positive it's a Silverado. Yeah. Officer Thompson, do you have any questions we might have missed?
Nothing is coming to my mind. I think that most of the main points were already stated here.
All right. So you said you do not want to go into any type of protective custody or anything like that.
I don't want to disappear is what I want. That's my request because I
Okay.
still have my duty to the fire department and I still want to be there to help them.
Well, you also have a duty to the people that love you. I'm sure you have a family and things like that, and I'm sure the fire department can do okay without you. But if that, I mean, that is your choice. And another thing is that we still don't have the assistant chief in our custody to protect him. So if they do somehow you disappear, they can target him and go after him. So we don't want that to happen.
I don't
So
think they're gonna do anything to him. It seemed like they wanted him to stay alive, and I'm just someone that they don't give a shit about.
okay. All right. So I usually have a patrol vehicle placed outside of 6020 at the firehouse. But what I'll do from now on is always have one there continuously. Just for the protection of you and the assistant chief. I don't want to put one outside of your homes. Where do you live?
I live up in Wispy Moon Drive.
Okay. Do you have CCTV at that home?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I'm gonna send some investigators in plain clothes, so it just looks like you're having like friends over or something. And we'll see if they can take those tapes and see if they see any reoccurring vehicles at the home.
Yeah.
Driving past it or anything like that. See if we can get a plate off of that vehicle or anything like that to try and get us closer to them. We're gonna have to do this very stealthy, Officer Thompson. Okay. We don't want anyone, nothing. I don't even want a pistol on your hip. I want it concealed. I don't want a badge on you. Nothing. All right. I don't even want you in a Vic. We'll get a fucking Oracle or something with no lights in it. That way it looks completely, non-law enforcement related.
Yes.
We need to go check with her CCTV, get that all up in order. Did you have locks and everything in your home?
Yes, absolutely. It's max security. I've also got a dog there.
Okay, and I see I see you don't have a firearm anymore. It was stolen. Do you have any other firearms in the house?
No, and no. I know that Drake carries a few of them, but I don't know where he puts them. I don't know where he stores them.
Does he live there?
Yeah, he lives with me.
Okay, all right. What I can do, since Drake lives there, I can get his shifts to coordinate with yours. So when you're home, he's home,
All right.
and then when you
just
go
a
to work,
fast-
he can go to work.
The fast point, Mom. Do you remember the serial number of the firearm?
No.
Yeah, we got it. It's in our
I've-
our database. We already have it. Yeah.
Oh,
if you,
okay. All right.
hop on. Yeah, no, we got it. If you hop on Thompson, if you hop on our database and look her name up,
Yeah.
it's gonna be right there. Reported stolen.
Yeah, I've got my
And you can see the
lockbox
serial number and everything.
in the back of my vehicle that does have the
Alright.
serial number in it, but I definitely don't know it by memory.
All right. So, in order to protect you, without looking like we're protecting you, we'll keep an officer basically watching you 24/7. We'll have Drake at the house with you when you're home, and then when you go to work, we'll have probably another officer, because I don't want Drake getting too close to this,
Yeah,
because
I
he
haven't.
could, without wanting to, he could fuck it up.
And
You know.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even told him. He hasn't found out anything about it.
All right. Well, then I'll just switch up his patrol schedule, where he comes into work, and just say it's something's changed in the department. It's just a different thing. That way he has no idea. We'll keep him completely out of the loop.
So, sir,
Go
do you
ahead.
want me to go ahead and contact with Myron about
Damn.
keeping him out of the investigation for now?
Yes, I want you to go ahead and send that email to
Alright.
Corporal Myron.
Alright, if you don't mind, I'm gonna take a few phone calls real fast. It's gonna be with the State Bureau and with
Man, they're really
some other
serious about
agencies
this.
to get some more
Yeah.
information real fast.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and contact the State Bureau. Let the Sheriff's Department investigators know as well. That way they're on the lookout for any kind of information that could pertain to this case. We're going to get the whole state on this and see if we can shut them down as soon as possible. All right. Are you on leave right now due to your injuries? Does anyone at the firehouse know this has happened to you?
No.
Besides the assistant chief?
As far as they know, it was a car crash. I'm on light duty, so I'm only on shift maybe once or twice a week.
Okay. All right. So are you going on shift today, or are you going back home?
I'm probably gonna be going back home, to be honest.
Okay. Is Drake on shift today? I don't think he's on shift, is he?
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Okay, so I guess he's at home. I don't want you to, like, if he has errands to run or something like that,
I'll
if you
go
could
with
go
him.
with him,
Yeah.
that would be fantastic.
Well,
Yeah,
I
don't
have
want
been
you
already,
to be
so.
alone. Okay, I know that can be stressful because being next to somebody 24/7 could get annoying, but if your life depends on it, I'm sure you can.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can deal with it for a little bit.
I've tried to take a lot of steps I can to be next to people at pretty much all times, so.
Okay, we'll get in contact with the assistant chief as soon as possible, and I promise we'll work as fast as we can to get this settled so you can go back to your normal life. And I'm sorry this had to happen to you.
Yeah, I just have a quick question. I understand whatever Glenn did with my vehicle, but I allowed it. It was completely both, we both consented to it. He's just as afraid for my life as he is his own, and.
Oh yeah, no, there's not going to be any charges if that's what you're worrying about. We're not here to charge victims. Okay, I understand that this is happening. We're not going to place charges on anyone. I do understand it is illegal to lie like that, but the circumstances that dictated the reason for the lie definitely outweighs anything we could pin against him. And if we try to do that, that would just be a nightmare in court and anything like that, for one, and for two, it's immoral and wrong. So we understand. Okay.
Okay.
So there's no ill will is going to come from the police department to you guys. We are on your side. We're here to help you. Okay.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right. Do you need an escort to your house?
I know Drake's probably home, so I wouldn't mind, just now that I've come here, and I don't know. Did you guys? I know that Fire called last night about that woman or whoever it was across the street. I think she was part of whoever they decided to have watching me, part of the psychos. I know that we had gotten a little bit of information that a motorcyclist had shot one of the officers that I attended to, so.
Yeah, it's still ongoing right now.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
really tell you any information, so we're still working on it.
I'm just wondering if you might have
with
caught
everything
her.
that you've told us. Yeah, we have.
Oh, they didn't catch.
We're working on it. Okay, we've got everything you've told us now is a ton of information, and you've given us a huge jump start in this investigation with everything you remembered. And I'm assuming, or I'm sure that after we talk to the assistant chief, that we're gonna get a ton of more information, and we might even be able to make a couple arrests, depending on, you know. But we want to be able to get them all at once if that's possible. Okay, so we won't make any sudden movements, and before we do make any movements on any kind of takedown or anything that would basically blow your cover or our cover, we will inform you guys, and we will have you both in our custody. That way they cannot retaliate. Okay,
All right, I appreciate it.
so we're not going to give you any information that would put you in further danger, so we're not going to fill you in on the investigation until we know for certain that we can do anything.
Oh, I
Okay,
don't.
go ahead.
I really don't want to know about the case. I just whoever the fuck
hello?
those sadistic people are, I just want them off the road, off the.
Yep, this is Detective Thompson with the Los Santos Police Department.
Okay.
Jesus,
Am I calling the right number for the State Investigations Bureau?
Hey, Chief,
Alright.
I gotta take off or something.
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead.
We
I
just
heard
got a
the 100.
report. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. Do you have an active
Alright.
investigations on
I'll
a
escort you
gang
home. Okay.
called,
Okay, do you maybe recommend that I maybe buy another weapon or register
suppose
one
I
of
just looked
Drake's
at my
under my
notes here.
name to keep it with me if I do, in the off chance, get stuck alone, or?
I would, but if you can get Drake to go with you to get another firearm, that
Yeah.
would be
Oh yeah,
that would
yeah,
be
of
beneficial.
course. Okay, all right. I'll
So-
probably have to do that then.
Yes, Thompson.
All right, I'll get my
what is the
jacket.
name of
Thank
the,
you very much.
What is the okay? What is the name of the gang again? I'm on the line with the investigation
Psychos.
bureau right now. All right. Do you have any
All right,
operations?
I'm gonna escort her, Thompson. Fill me in when I get back.
Oh, did you
Alright.
ever give me my
On the
ID back?
Psychos?
I think it's over here in the clipboard. Let me grab-
I mean, you
Right,
can take
you
a copy
don't.
if you want it, but I
Okay.
probably need it just in case.
Okay.
All
Alright,
right.
here you go.
So I'm just gonna brief you real fast. We're gonna have
Thank
a
you.
female,
Alright.
Miss Campbell. Not sure if you're familiar with her. She got
All right, here we go.
kidnapped about 1 to 2 days ago.
Oh, it was a few
Bye.
weeks
Man,
ago.
if you could just hop for me real quick.
Gang called the Psychos. It's gonna be
Kind
a
of hurts my
gang
knee
full of
hopping, but yeah,
females.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just,
Yeah, I
there's just a
understand.
ledge
She
right
was
there
taken
at the
to
door. I didn't want you to trip.
scrapyard and
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of tortured there.
Well, tell me we're getting uniform, I guess, there, boss.
Sir, I need you to leave. Alright.
My address is going to be 644 Wispy Moon Drive.
Okay. Alright, I'll follow you.
Yeah, I think Drake is sleeping, so she'll feel safe next to him. I don't know if she'll end up telling Drake at all at this point, because the chief literally just recommended it might be best not to. But we'll definitely see when we get home, or at a later time. She might wait a little bit to see what the chief does. Alright, so Campbell just looked behind her to make sure that the officer was still following her, because she's worried that he might get stuck behind, especially after going to PD. She's definitely a huge risk, and she knows it. She knows what she just did is a really, I would say, brave thing, but the Psychos definitely won't enjoy hearing about it or even experiencing PD coming, you know, and knocking at their door. Oh, is he gonna turn around or go? Oh, you can come in if you need to, but
No, I was just trying not to draw any suspicion to your house by stopping here like this, so
yeah.
I don't see anybody or anything that could be looked at as suspicious.
Yeah, Drake's downstairs sleeping. I see his shoes, so he's here. But if you do need any CCTV footage, just feel free to come by, and I'll hand that over to you.
Okay, here's my card if you want to take this real quick, and you can text me if you ever need anything, okay?
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you. I do
All right,
appreciate
yeah,
it.
go ahead and send me your number though, just so I can have it. Okay.
Yeah, let me. My number's gonna be 282. You know, feel free to text me whenever. That's my personal number. I don't.
Yes, ma'am.
But
All right, well, be safe. I'm gonna get out of here, not to draw any suspicion. Okay.
yeah,
I
I
don't want to stay
appreciate
here
it.
that long.
Thank you, Chief Stark.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good night. Okay.
You too. Stay safe. Alright, so Drake's asleep. We're going back in, and Campbell is now really nervous because that just happened. She's gonna actually, she'll do is probably head downstairs, get into some pajamas, and you know, go to bed after that. Their house is very secure though. There's a lot of glass, obviously, which is a problem, but all the gates are locked. They have a dog. You know, she lives with the officer, so she's fairly safe for somebody who is threatened to be killed. But other than that, yeah, we'll continue the story as it goes. But I appreciate you guys watching the video.